Today on General Hospital, Dan wants answers from Alexis, while Trina has questions for Laura and Tracy and Stella bond. Tracy finds Stella sitting on Gregory's bench in the park and joins her. Stella asks how the memorial was. Tracy says it was wonderful. A lot of memories were shared, and they celebrated what Gregory left behind. Stella asks what he left her. Tracy answers, cheated. Tracy wishes she met Gregory before his illness limited him. However, she knows he probably say it allowed him to tap into strengths he never knew he had, and maybe it would make her look for her own. Stella says Gregory had a lot of strengths, and he put them to good use. She also knows what it's like to feel cheated. She is thinking about someone dear to her, who she lost a long time ago, and lost again today. She tells her about the love of her life, Marcus, who she gave up to help her sister raise her kids. She found out today that Marcus died, and it's making her think about everything she never had. She thanks Tracy for sitting here and hearing it out. At Christina's, Blaze brings Christina some snacks and tea that are healthy for her and the baby. Christina recalls she wished the baby was theirs, and she admits she imagines that too sometimes. Christina says she'd need a bigger place, and Blaze imagines them getting a big house, with enough rooms for when her brother Eloy comes to visit. They continue to let themselves run with the idea. Christina says her mother is a great-grandmother, and Blaze's mother. Perhaps being a grandma might mellow her out. She could see them teaching their kids about music. Blaze would never want to push their kids into music if it wasn't something they wanted. Christina says they'll let their child reveal who they are to them. She says it's nice to fantasize about the future, but now might not be the right time. Theirs is a knock on the door, and it's Molly who needs to vent. Molly didn't realize Blaze was here, and Blaze says she can go check emails. Molly tells her to stay, and she explains she and TJ had a blowout fight. Blaze notes couples fight all the time. Molly says, not us, and Christina backs her up on that. Molly says they never fought, until this past year. Christina assumes it's because she became their surrogate. They sit down, and Molly explains to Blaze that she and TJ have been together since high school, and perhaps they were so focused on their careers that they didn't face a lot of the real-life problems couples have or fight about. Now it's all blowing up in their face at once. Molly says she and TJ used to always be on the same page, but not now. He's saying one thing, then later says he didn't mean it and was just falling in line with her. She wishes TJ would say what he wants, and not take months to do so. Molly tells herself it will be fine. Christina asks if TJ is having buyer's remorse about her. Molly says nothing, and Christina thought they ironed this out months ago. Molly did too. Blaze asks what the issue is. Christina says TJ thinks she's a flake, and he only agreed to have her as the surrogate because it's what Molly wanted. Christina says, TJ wouldn't trust me to take care of a cactus, let alone this baby. Molly says this surrogacy has brought out an underlying issue. She and TJ haven't been communicating lately, and they need to work on that. Molly thinks she should get back to work, and is sorry for interrupting their afternoon. She thinks she and TJ will be fine and gives Christina a hug. Molly heads out, and Blaze says she's never seen her sister like that. Christina hasn't either. Christina wonders what would happen if they don't make it through this and they split up. She wonders what her rights and obligations are if that happens. She realizes she needs to figure this out. At the Invader, Adrian brings champagne to Alexis's office to celebrate the paper's rising circulation numbers. Alexis says she's a recovering alcoholic, and he's made this paper a target with the mayor. She warns Adrian that he does not want to square off with Laura Collins. Adrian asks who is more trusted in port.